Tell me, how did you feel when you viewed our little village there, Staten? Or should I say its next titles?
Welcome to Third Phase UFO Report. I'm Rich Giordano from GUFON, and here is tonight's report. Taking you down that digital highway to a reality of UFOs, aliens, and the unknown. We've got a news report. That's right, Lou Elizondo speaking again, but we do have UFOs like this one, recorded from a commercial airliner. It's another cigar. This interesting one from a newscast, and a huge UFO recorded over the Atlantic from Staten Island, New York. So let's get going with the cylindrical UFO.
All right, we want to give a big shout out to the Hidden Underbelly 2.0 for allowing us permission to share this video. He got the eyewitness account, and what he says, he didn't know what it was. What we're looking at is a cylindrical object. Some would say it looks like a cigar shape. The eyewitness states that this was actually captured over land. These kind of phenomenons captured from people, eyewitnesses aboard these commercial airliners. What in the world's going on? It seems like they're getting a little too close for comfort. In my estimation, the size of this cylindrical object is massive. We're looking at it. It's probably the size of maybe a half a football field, or even maybe the full length. This thing sticks out like a sore thumb, and this was a great capture. I would also like to point out that this was captured the 28th of June 2021, just 15 to 20 minutes outside of the UK from Heathrow Airport. This was filmed over England. Again, over land, not water. What we're seeing is some sort of mysterious craft that we can't explain. We don't see any wings or any sort of propulsion. This one's a good one.
All right, what I'm about to say may have people scratch their heads and say, why would you say that? This UFO here reminds me of the George Adamski UFO. There, I said it. That's right, he had that cylindrical UFO that had little notches on it. This thing looks like that. On the right-hand side, it looks like there's something protruding from the bottom of this cigar-shaped UFO. It's really strange. And you'll see that. I have no idea what it is. We see these a lot. Not like this. This one's really good. But it's from somebody who was in an airplane recording it in their seat. You can see that thing hanging down on the right-hand side. I don't know if that's exhaust or where the propulsion is from, or I don't know, man. It's cool though, I have to admit. Well, if you have any comments or ideas on what this is, let me know. Let's go to the next one. This next one is a huge UFO over the Atlantic Ocean, recorded from Staten Island, New York. Check it out.
All right, man, I don't know what we got in the sky here. Wow, what is that over Staten Island? Oh no, low battery. I'm gonna just keep plugging away. What is going on there? The moon is here. I don't know what that is, man. Oh my God, what is this? We are live over Staten Island, New York, friends. Oh my God, this is not seen with the naked eye. I don't know what that is. As you can see, that is the moon. This is no effect. There it is up in the sky. What? What the hell is this? Oh, I'm zoomed in all the way. This is illuminating the entire sky, ladies and gentlemen. It is illuminating the entire sky. Let me get a laser on this for you. right here. I do not know what that is. What? I do not know what this anomaly is. Unbelievable. It is just there. I did my CE5 protocols. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm going to just pull back here real quick. As you can see, I'm over the ocean line, and that is about a couple hundred feet in the atmosphere. I don't know what we got going on there. Wow.
This is quite interesting, actually, recorded from Staten Island, New York, over the Atlantic Ocean. It looks like a rocket launch. It does. But the light that's being emitted out of the craft with objects coming out of the bottom of that cone area is weird. I don't know if this is a rocket launch. To me it looks like it, but there was nothing reported. You see, you can see in the bottom right that there's an object that came out of that light or lit up area. It's moving very slowly. It's going through the clouds. I wonder if it's a secret launch. You know? Is it a privately funded secret space launch that, we're not supposed to see? But of course we do see it. But it is interesting. UFOs, I don't know if they would look like this. Although we see different types of UFOs all the time. So who knows? But it can be anything we want it to be. I don't know. It's either something going up into space, it's a test, it's dropping parts of the fuselage. I don't know. Those, you can see. He checked. There was no tests going on. Are they looking for something? And now it's fading away. I don't know. It's wild. Let's take a look at Tucker Carlson. Had Lou Elizondo on. Can you believe this? This is interesting. Check it out.
Lou Elizondo led the Pentagon's secret UFO task force for years. He joins us tonight to assess. Lou, thanks so much for coming on. So, what would this do if it becomes law, and do we need it?
Yeah, Tucker, this is really historic. Yes, first of all, we absolutely need it. It's a long time coming. Frankly, we should have had it decades ago, if you ask me. But it is historic, and it's historic for several reasons. In this obscure 5 pages that most people may not be aware of, it really says a lot. In fact, it first of all, it creates an environment where it disestablishes the UAP task force, which was a temporary capability to begin with, and solidifies a permanent capability. 2, it also forces the Secretary of Defense to report on an annual basis to Congress what we've learned about UAPs. 3, it also requires us to now work with our international friends and allies. That's a big deal, and if that wasn't a big deal enough, 2 other items that I found very interesting. Number 4 is that it, and you kind of broke this story a few years ago, it requires any recovered material associated with UAPs to finally be reported to Congress. And then last but not least, it also requires the government to report to Congress any adverse medical effects that have been encountered by our pilots who may have come up close and personal to these UAPs.
This is amazing what we just heard. From an obscure 5 pages, Elizondo says? Obscure? I thought it was all open to the public. Well, they de-established the UAPTF, which was temporary? I didn't know that was a temporary outfit. I don't remember that. So now it solidifies a permanent capability, according to what Lou's saying. Forces the Secretary of Defense to report every year to Congress what they've learned about UAPs all year long. All right? It requires us to work with our international friends, our allies. Now we're going to get the information from everybody else. That's the rumor, kids. Now any materials reported to Congress. Any materials they get goes to Congress. But that also lies within the government has to report to Congress any medical effects pilot may have, either flying too close to these UAPs or handling UFO materials. They now have to report it to Congress. Health issues? Seriously, this is amazing. I can't wait to see how much stuff we don't see. Thanks, Lou. I just don't buy it. Anyway, back to UFOs. Got a good one here.
Now it is darkened outside. Temperatures are sitting at 61 in Buffalo. We have a northerly wind at 7. Good sleeping weather tonight, folks. What was that? Did anybody see that thing go past? Did we just see a shooting star on Skywatch? That was awesome. I'll flip that to the web. If you saw it too, it was coming, it was weird. It was coming west to east, or it was the fastest moving jet going to the airport ever. 61, start the UFO sightings now. Go ahead and put them on Facebook. I will flip that in the next 20 minutes.
All right, there's only so much I can do with this. It's cool though, because it was seen while the news was going on. The meteorologist said, "Did you see that? I'm going to talk about this later," basically. I slowed it down at 33, zoomed into 50, and it's just a blur. I would stop it, but you're not going to see anything. So I thought it was just interesting it was on the news. So let's get to this last part. This is pretty cool what we're going to see here. I love this. I love these UFOs from Mexico and the south part of the world. Here we go. The south part of the world. I meant to say southern part, but nonetheless, here we go. We have seen this before. This looks like it's that video that's been all over the world. That's like from the 70s or early 80s. You know, with the lights around the edges. The one that I'm talking about from the early 80s, that had more colors in it. This is more, I don't know, just kind of pastel blue. I think it's more or less at night, maybe at dusk or at dawn. But it's an interesting array of lights, and it looks like it's one ship. Could this be a blimp? An advertising blimp? I don't know. Here's some comparisons to other lights. That's like the Phoenix lights right there. Wow. See, these are amazing. And this one here. Now, I don't know. I'm going to slow this one down later on, but I don't know if that's an airplane or what. But this is unbelievable, this one here. I don't know what that could be. There looks like there was a flashing light, kind of bottom center. It really is all over the place. They did an okay job. But I don't know how old this is, or, you know, where I know where it was taken in Mexico, but I don't know too much of it. It was in Spanish. Pretty wild stuff. Interesting array of lights. It seems to be maybe, I don't know, turning, but you can see yellowish, pinkish, bluish, little pastel colors, you know, like Easter eggs. Yeah, I really don't know. That's a good one right here. I like this one. You can see those objects kind of keeping their distance from one another. Interesting stuff. All right, this one here, slowed it down 40%, zoomed in 50. I don't know if it's an airplane. I don't think it is. But I just thought I'd slow it down. Let's take a look at that. And that's it. We'll end it there. I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight on Third Phase UFO Report, taking you back down the digital highway to the reality you call life. And we will be back next time with some more reports from around the world from Third Phase of Moon and abroad. I'm Rich from GUFON. You can see me every single night except for Sunday live on YouTube between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. Eastern. Start at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Thank you, everybody. This has been a Third Phase UFO Report. Take care. Until next time. Truthology for ufology.